Welcome back to Buzz TV. I'm Steve Strum. This morning we have Drew Collins from Boyd and Jenerette. Good morning.
Morning, Steve. How are you?
I got it right.
You did.
I got it right. First try. Tell us a little bit about your firm.
Well, Boyd and Jenerette is a civil defense firm. We have our main office here in Jacksonville. We have other offices located in the state of Florida as well, and we also have an office in Georgia.
We were talking a little bit offset just about the environment that we find ourselves in today. There's a big difference between civil litigation, criminal litigation. A lot of the folks tuning in may just not understand. Tell us a little bit about where you find yourself and the difference between civil, criminal, and how do people find out what to do if something happens?
Sure. Well, I actually used to be a prosecutor, so I had that experience. I did that for about 4 years before leaving and then doing exclusively civil work. And now I do exclusively civil defense work. And one of the main differences, well, the big difference is the state brings an action against an individual for a crime that they've committed. And that is what the criminal aspect is. Civil aspect is just people having disagreements over an issue. It could be, one of the examples we talked about a little bit was someone gets involved in a DUI. They crash into someone. The state prosecutes them for being drunk while driving. That's a crime. They're trying to protect the citizenry of the state. But the person that individual crashed into may have been injured, may have been hurt, and may sue the person who hit them. And that would be a situation where perhaps someone like me who does defense work would try and represent that individual to the best of their ability to try and see what can be done when private citizen brings an action against them for causing those damages in that car accident.
And so we were talking a little bit about the concept, and most people have heard the term double jeopardy, where you can't be tried twice for the same crime, but civil and criminal does not fall under that. That's actually two different types of lawsuits, correct?
Sure, and some of the members of the audience may be familiar with O.J. Simpson. He was tried in criminal case and was found not guilty. Well, I think Nicole Brown Simpson's family brought a civil action against O.J. Simpson for her death, and they actually ended up prevailing, and he ended up paying a bunch of money. So just because you're acquitted and not found guilty in a criminal case doesn't necessarily mean that you may be off the hook for civil damages. The standards are very different. Beyond a reasonable doubt in criminal, and by the preponderance of the evidence, which is basically 51% or more in a civil case.
So in criminal, it's not necessarily that you're innocent, it's that you're not guilty. And that's a big deal, whereas in civil, the bar is much grayer.
Well, the standard of proof is lower in a civil case rather than a criminal case. If you're taking away someone's liberty, you're taking away someone's ability to live their life, and you're going to put them in prison, the law says you have to be very sure, beyond a reasonable doubt, to impose that.
Okay. And so your process is different. So a lot of times we talked about sometimes antiquated processes in the law firm. Tell us a little bit about how you are appealing with the use of technology to be more efficient for your clients.
Sure. Our law firm is focused on, it's a law firm that's been around for a while. Boyd and Jenerette was established back in the 1950s. But we pride ourselves on becoming a more modernized law firm. We have interesting practices that we've employed to try and make our law firm more streamlined and more appealing to people who want good results. We have fast track teams where we try and get resolutions on cases quickly, efficiently, without spending a bunch of money and time and effort, whereas maybe the old style would be to drag things out for a little while. We have an initiative to become a paperless law firm.
Wow.
We're working hard on doing that, trying to save money, on copying and all these other expenses. And we make efforts to attend things via video conferencing if we're able to. There's many times you want to be there in person. There's no substitute for that. But many times you can go and do something via video conferencing and things like that, and save someone some travel expenses and try and be a little more efficient in that manner.
That's fantastic. So somebody finds themselves in a situation and they're, I've got a problem. What's the best way to connect with you?
Well, the law firm is Boyd and Jenerette, and the address is boydjen, BOYDJEN.com. My personal email address is dcollins@boydgen.com. and we're on the web. You can give us a call, anything like that.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on Ask the Lawyer. We do appreciate that. A lot of complexity in the law world, and what you guys are doing is amazing, trying to help people get there, not just efficiently, but confidently. And I, coming from somebody who deals a lot in the legal world professionally, I can appreciate that, and our audience is very appreciative of the time that you've given.
That's our goal. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Guys, thanks for joining us on Buzz TV. If you like us, share us, and remember, live with gratitude.